This is Russ. Yeah, I wanted to let you know that Lectric has come out with their new Xpedition 2.0 bike. Now, what is an Xpedition bike? It's a cargo bike. Yeah, the cargo bike was available before, but now it's a 2.0 version. So it's an upgrade to the original Xpedition cargo bike. So did they raise the price? No, they didn't. They kept the price the same, but they've improved the bike. Now, this is one of the bikes that we got to see when we were out in Arizona. They invited us all to come out to take a look at the new bikes. And I got a chance to ride this thing for, a good 3 hours in the 104-degree weather of Phoenix, Arizona. I will tell you one thing. It was hot out there, okay? But we've survived and we made it through. And I had one of the dual battery versions of the bike, which is a good thing because we were out there for so long. And it did really well. Yeah, we were going up and down inclines and everything, and had no problems at all getting through it with a cargo bike. That kind of surprised me because sometimes the cargo bikes can be kind of heavy and kind of sluggish because of that, but not this bike. This bike actually did very well. And when I came back, they asked me, well, Russ, what did you think? How did it do? I says, I'm really surprised. It really did a good job. So yeah, it's a nice bike. So what is this thing? Well, let's go into the price. I think a lot of times people want to know how much is this going to cost me. Let's get right into that, okay? The price is $13.99 for their standard edition. Now, the standard edition has a 13 amp hour battery, and that'll get you about a 75-mile maximum range. Now, let's talk about the range, all right? So now you might have met Alex on my other video with Lectric where he introduced the XP trike for us. Alex is a very thin guy, all right? He's about 135 pounds. Alex can probably get the 75 miles of range. The range is all based on how well Alex does, all right? But again, if you're a little bit bigger, you're a little heavier, if you're carrying cargo, you may not get that full amount. But you have to base it on something, so that's what they base it on. Now, they also have a long-range version, which is $16.99, and that's a dual 13 amp hour battery. That'll get you about 150 miles of range based on Alex's weight and way he rides. And then also they have a long-range mega dual version, all right? That is $19.99. That's a dual 17.5 amp hour battery, which will get you about 220 miles of range. Now, do you need all that? Hey, I've always felt that if you can afford to get the bigger batteries, get the bigger batteries. Yeah, you don't want to get, out someplace and get caught somewhere and can't make it back. I'm always nervous about that. So I always prefer a larger range battery option. So now you might be asking, and I know that many of you will, where is your sample bike, Russ? Well, I asked Lectric about that too. That's going to be coming. Yeah, as soon as there's enough inventory for everybody to get theirs, one's coming to me for review. Okay. Now that doesn't mean a whole lot because I've actually ridden this bike. I rode it out in Arizona, in Phoenix, Arizona, back in September, and I will tell you that we were going up and down different inclines and declines and all over the place. Yeah, it was 104 degrees out there. We were really, really dying out there. Okay, but the Xpedition did a really great job. I was really surprised. We took it everywhere from along their canal area. We took it a little bit on off-road a little bit too, where we had some gravel. They don't have gravel tires, so to speak. It's more of a smoother tire tread. Not as good on something like gravel. Or if you're going to do anything like off-roading, I would not suggest it, not with these treads. But you could always change that if you decide to down the road. But it comes with, I think, tires that would be good for street type riding or pavement type riding. I think it does a really good job for that. They decided that the Xpedition should have a torque sensor this time. So they have an in-house designed torque sensor that's going to give you a little bit more ability where you can feel the ride. A lot of people always talk about ghost pedaling. I don't think you're going to see that on the Xpedition. They also changed out the fork. They've now put a dual spring 50 millimeter front suspension fork on the bike with a through axle. Now, through axle is a stronger axle than your typical quick release type axles, all right? So that is actually a good thing considering it's a cargo bike. Now, the cargo bike will handle up to 450 pounds of payload, all right? So that is a huge amount. Now, they changed the frame a little bit too. They made it a little bit bigger. It's a little bit longer. I would say this is probably the longest looking bike I've ever ridden, all right? I've had cargo bikes before, but this one takes the cake. It's a little bit bigger, and they did it purposely so that you can bring more things on it, okay? Now, I was able to get some video of the bike while I was on it, but I will tell you, as we were riding in the 104-degree weather, my GoPro kept shutting down, okay? I had to eventually just say, forget it. I'm not gonna get any type of video as I'm riding here. And of course, all you see is the handlebars as I'm riding anyways, but you do see some of the other YouTubers with us as we were riding. And they were riding expeditions as well, and we were doing pretty good. Yeah, we went quite a distance. I think we were one of the guys that went the farthest as far as time is concerned. I don't know if we went the furthest distance, but we were out there for probably a good close to 3 hours. Yeah, so it was a hot day, and we were really hot. Yeah, I had to take a break. I couldn't handle the hot weather, and we stopped at a CVS and got some really cold water, and one of the guys put some cold water on a towel and put it around my neck. Thank God for him. We took some time off to do that. Yeah, it was hot, but it was a good time, and I appreciate Lectric taking us out and showing us the bikes. Now, I wasn't really 100% prepared for what I was going to see and what they were going to do, so I recorded what I could, but I wasn't able to get as much footage as I would have preferred. Being the first time, I didn't know what to expect. So I think if we are able to go to one of these events again next year, I'm more prepared at this point to get some better footage for you guys. So, but the photos that I have here of the Xpedition should suffice. They come in 2 different colors. There's the Stratus White, and then there's the Raindrop Blue. Both of these bikes look really nice in person. I personally like the dual battery versions. Now, if you want to save a little bit of money, you could always get the single battery versions or the shorter range version with the single battery. But I think what's nice is that you can always add the batteries in the future if you need to, okay? So I like the fact that it's easily accessible for the batteries. It's right out there and ready to just pop it in there and, you know, change out batteries if you need to do that. So. But they did a good job on the bike overall. I appreciate the fact that they've kept the pricing the same essentially as the previous versions, and at the same time improved the quality of the componentry that they have on the bikes. I will tell you that the motor is very, very strong. Like I said, we were able to go up and down inclines and declines with no problems. It has a top speed of 28 miles per hour if you set it up to do that. It's a 750 watt M24 motor, and that peaks at over 1,300 watts. So there's a lot of capability on this cargo bike. The whole point of it is they want to be able to let you travel, you know, individually if you want to, but you could also take kids on there. They have an ability to carry people on there if you want, or, you know, use it for some type of cargo. So anyways, if you're interested in one of these bikes, be sure to use the affiliate link that I have on the description of the video to get to the Lectric site, and then place your order at that point. So right now, I think as this video comes out, they're in a pre-order situation, but hopefully that'll come out real quickly and bikes will be available to you soon. So anyways, I appreciate you guys watching this video. I appreciate Lectric for taking us out to see the new bikes. And I know a lot of you guys have been asking me, you know, when are the new bikes coming out? Well, here's the first. There's another one coming. We'll have another announcement very shortly of the next bike that's coming from Lectric. Anyways, if you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already done so. I'll talk to you guys next time.